Angela from the Ballarat Golf Club here. Today we're on the second hole and I'm going to run you through how I like to play the hole. I'm also going to talk to you about a way that you could possibly play it and how I like to coach my students when we're out here as well. So straight away, for me, I really like to actually aim at the big pine tree. I feel like that's fairly central of the fairway, and at the moment I don't know if it's going to go left, right or straight. So straight's always a really good option when you're not sure on your ball flight at the moment. If you're a bit of a fade, or right-handed golfer with a fade, you're probably best to aim at the bunkers. Allow that fade to come back into the middle of the fairway. If you've obviously got a bit of a draw, I'd probably tend to aim at the right-hand side of that tree or maybe the mounds, depending on how strong that draw is, and then hopefully let it swing back in into the middle of the fairway. So this time I'm going to go for straight. Try to, anyway. Okay, so I'm really happy with my drive up the second. I'll finish in the middle of the fairway and I'm just short of the bunkers. The next shot's going to come down to how confident you are at the moment. If you're feeling aggressive and hitting your fairway woods or hybrids really well, you might want to try and attack more of the green and maybe just go over the next lot of bunkers. That's going to leave you about a little 50-60 metre pitch shot into the green. The other option is laying up short, which is then going to give you a nice full option, whether it's like a 100-120 metre shot in coming through. So straight away, I'd always recommend getting your rangefinder or your GPS, check what the distance is with that bunker or carrying that bunker, and then work out what you want to do from there. Here we go. So I've got 100 metres to the top of the bunker. That doesn't seem right, so I'm going to go to the tree just to make sure. Not quite right. So the tree's telling me it's 142 metres. So if I lay up, I'm going to probably want to lay up around the 130 mark. Don't want it to go any further because I don't want to bring those bunkers into play. Obviously, if I'm going to try and carry the bunkers, I really try and need to hit something that's about 160, 170 metres carry at least. So I'm feeling aggressive, so I'm going to go for it. I'm going to choose my little trusty forward. Again, I'm just going to try and aim this straight. Main goal is just to get it over that bunker. That was the biggest miss hit ever. Righty, so I'm pretty happy. Again, I've managed to get one over the bunkers and finish here on the fairway. I've left myself that nice sort of 40-50 metre pitch shot onto the green. Again, it's going to depend on what sort of shot you want to play and again, confidence levels. I think believing on this shot here that you'd want to try and carry this ball on and get it to stop. I think if you're going to try and run one up, do a little bump and run, you've got to bring in too many mounds and hills. So again, you're not going to really be able to rely too much on the kick that it might get. The other thing that I always look for is the distance between the edge of the green and the pin. So if that looks like it's quite short, I know that I've got to try and get something to stop pretty quick. If it's got or I see lots of green, then I might be able to get one to sort of land and then sort of skip up a little bit as well. So can't see a lot of green, so I've chosen my 60 degree. So I'm going to try and land it, say halfway between the pin and the edge of the green, and then hopefully it spins and finishes nice and close and I can tap it in for a birdie. Here we go. Oh, well, I landed it where I wanted to, but it spun a lot, so it stopped really quite quick, but I'm on the green, 2-putt par, get out of here. Alright, so I can see here straight away I've left myself that halfway mark, and as I said back then it did stop really quick, but I've left myself a nice little uphill putt, and now I'm going to talk to you through how I like to read the greens as well. So straight away I've obviously marked the ball, give it a bit of a clean. If you like the line on the ball, obviously line that up with where you're going to be your target line. For me, I don't like to use the line. I have a little dot system that I use. So here I'm just looking for sort of a little bit of a subtle break, whether it's left to right or right to left. I feel like it's going to go right to left here. So what I'd actually do now is come a little bit to the low side of the putt, about halfway between the ball and the pin. Same thing, I like to get low again, and it just helps me to clarify that slope is there. So for me, it does feel like it's probably more close to the pin there as well. So it's like a bit of a shoulder. The cup looks pretty flat too, so it should be able to go in that front door. Maybe slightly right door, not much. but doesn't feel like it's going to snap hard at all. So go a couple of cups, cup and a half outside. See what happens. Oh, a bit aggressive, maybe a bit softer, it might have gone in. So this is why it's really crucial, because I've hit that a bit firm and it hasn't taken that burrow for me as much. And this is why it's so crucial to make sure that you have a little practice putt before you go out, so you're actually getting the feel of the greens. Obviously I've come straight from the shop straight out, and now I've left myself that real testing distance and missed it. Then again, look how fast that's gone.